Hello and welcome to our daily learning video. The letter of the day is the letter G. G looks like this. Take a good look so you can recognize the letter G. Now let's try to write the letter G, okay? So letter G starts out like the letter C. Let's start by writing a letter C. And then we're gonna open the door just like that. See, it kind of looks like the door has been opened. Look what happens if you don't open the door. It makes a letter O, but we don't want a letter O, we want a letter G. So make sure about halfway you open the door. In the story today, we're going to read Goldilocks and the Three Bears. So Goldilocks comes to a door and she opens it and she goes right in. It's the Three Bears' house. So let's try to make the letter G on the handwriting house, okay? So we're going to start by making the letter C. Okay, next we're going to come to the middle line and we're going to open the door. Just make a line that goes inside the C. So the letter C and then open the door. Make the letter C and then open the door. Here's the letter C and then come all the way around to the middle line and then make a line that goes inside. How about one more? Around and in. That's the uppercase letter G. Well, you can practice now or you can practice later for homework. The lowercase g looks like this. It's going to be like a ball. And kitty cats love to chase things like balls or strings. So we're going to make a kitty cat's tail. We're going to come back to the top of the ball and we're going to make a line that runs right along beside the ball. And then it's going to curve down and around just like that. So it's a ball with a cat's tail. Let's see what that looks like on the handwriting house, okay? So we're going to make a ball downstairs. This is a little letter. Normally the little letters are downstairs, but this one's a teenage letter. So that means it can go hanging out in the basement. It's going to come all the way down. Now let me show you sometimes what students like to do. They make that ball and a small little cat's tail. But don't forget, we're going to go all the way back up to the top of our ball. And then we're going to make a big long cat's tail, okay? So to make the lowercase g properly, go all the way back up and then all the way down and around. The ball is downstairs and then the cat's tail goes all the way down. Okay, that's the lowercase letter G. Now let's talk about how it sounds. For phonics today, we're going to practice the letter G sound, and I have some fun cups to help me with this. This one is a Star Wars cup. So the letter G makes this sound, g, 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 kind of like when you're gulping and drinking something. What does letter G say? G, g, g. Okay, let's try a different cup. This one's a Lego cup. What does letter G say? G, g, g. How about this cup? This one has a kitty cat on it. Okay, what does the letter G say? G, g, g. I think I also have Batman. Let's try that one more time. What does letter G say? Letter G says G, g, g. Well, today when we do our blending, I'm going to do this, G, 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 to remind you and to give you a clue. Okay, so before we blend, I need to know what the vowels are. Can you help me to know what they are? What are the vowels? The vowels are A, E, I, O, U, A, E, I, O, U, A, E, I, O, U. These are the vowels. Well, let's put a letter G with each of these vowels, okay? So let's blend. G, A, ga, ga, ga. Let's put a G with an E. G, E, ge, ge. Let's put G with the letter I. G, I, ge, ge. Let's put G with the letter O. G, ah, ga, ga. Finally, let's put G with the letter U. G, ga, ga. Now I want to make this one into a word. I'm going to circle it. I love bubble gum. Do you like bubble gum? I love chewing bubble gum and I like to blow big bubbles with my bubble gum. So we're going to spell the word gum. So we already know what this blend is. Ga. But what letter makes the sound? Ga. What letter makes the sound? Letter M. Now let's see if we can read this word, okay? G, gum, 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 gum. You just read the word gum. G-U-M spells gum. Well, I have another idea for you to do today for homework if you'd like to. Since the story is Goldilocks and the Three Bears, and the three bears make porridge and they go out into the forest while their porridge cools, I thought it would be fun to get a bowl and put it far away on the other side of the room. And then what you can do is have someone hold up a card and you have to say what the card is. So here's an example. What letter is this? That's the letter E. So you can take one step closer to the bowl. What about this one? What letter is this? F. So you can take another step closer to the bowl. What letter is this? G. So that gives you another step closer to the bowl. You can keep practicing the letters until you get all the way to the bowl. Okay, let's do some math together. In the story, Goldilocks is looking at three different bowls. There's a big bowl, there's a medium-sized bowl, and there's a small bowl. So we're going to be doing some sorting by size today for our math practice. I'll put the link below so that you can get a copy of this activity. Or you can just share with me. I'm going to pull it up on the screen now so you can see. We're going to start with the chairs. Let me move some chairs down. And I'd like for you to help me to know which one is the small chair. You point on your screen or just look with your eyes and I'll move it for us. Where's the small chair? There it is. Very good. Can you find the medium-sized chair? It's right there. It's the one with the heart. Can you find the big chair? I see it too. I'm going to move it where it belongs. Do you see how this works? We're sorting small, medium, and big. All right, now I want you to tell me what color is the small bed? What color is the small bed? Blue. The small bed is blue. What color is the medium-sized bed? Pink. And what color is the big, large bed? Green. Good job sorting by size. Let's do it again, okay? This time, can you tell me what color is the small bowl? Blue. The small bowl is blue. What color is the medium-sized bed? Or is there something on the medium-sized bowl? Or is there something on the bowl that can help me know which one? Good, good. It's the one with the heart. That's the medium-sized bowl. And here's the large bowl. It has the blue stripe. Wonderful job sorting by size. And I'd like for you to continue doing this for homework. You can even use your family. Who is big? Who is medium-sized? And who is small? Sort by size for your math homework today. Now in the story, there's a little girl and her name is Goldilocks. And Goldilocks has yellow hair. It's actually gold. That's why they call her Goldilocks. But our color for today is going to be the color yellow. The bears make some porridge and it's too hot. They make it for breakfast, but they need it to cool down just a little bit. But it's early morning when they make the porridge. The song says, like the early morning sun when the day has just begun. Let's sing and learn how to spell yellow. Y-E-L-L-O-W spells yellow. Y-E-L-L-O-W spells yellow. Like the early morning sun when the day has just begun. Y-E-L-L-O-W spells yellow. Well, I have a super fun project for art today. We're going to be using something very interesting. Let me grab it so I can show you. We're going to be using a spoon to do our art today. So let's take a look and do this together. We're going to make puppets. For our art project today, we're going to be using wooden spoons to make puppets to retell the story of Goldilocks and the Three Bears. I'm just using simple wooden spoons. These I just got from the dollar store. Okay, so I'm going to take the wooden spoons and I'm going to color them with a marker. I'm just coloring 3 of them brown like the 3 bears. You can always paint these if you'd rather. And if you don't have wooden spoons, you could even use plastic spoons or find another way to make some puppets to retell the story. Next, I'm going to draw faces on the spoons. I have one already ready for you. I just took a black marker and I made a nose and mouth and eyes and even drew on some ears. I made another one that's medium sized for the mama bear and I gave her a bow, and there's even a small one for the baby bear. For Goldilocks, I just took a wooden spoon and colored her hair with a yellow marker. Yellow is our color for today. You could also have used some thread or embroidery string to make some really cool hair for her if you'd like. Another idea is to glue some wiggly eyes instead of drawing them on. So have fun making some puppets so you can retell the story of the 3 bears. For science today, we're going to be doing a pretty cool experiment showing osmosis. So for this, I'm going to need 4 cups, and then I'm going to need some water. I'm going to put a little bit of water in each of the cups. In the first cup, I'm not going to put anything else. It's just going to be water. In the second cup, I'm going to add a tablespoon of salt. In the third cup, I'm going to add a tablespoon of baking soda. And in the last cup, I'm going to add a tablespoon of vinegar. Into each of these cups, I'm going to put a gummy bear. Do you like gummy bears? I wish you could smell these delicious gummy bears. Oh, they smell so good. Okay, let's put 1 gummy bear in each of these cups. Here's one. Let's put a red gummy bear in the salt water. How about a green gummy bear in this baking soda cup? And an orange gummy bear in the vinegar cup. Okay, so let this sit overnight while you're asleep. Let the bear sit, and in the morning, you might be surprised at what you find. I have some that have already been sitting. Let me show you what happened. Let's take a look at what happened with the gummy bears. This one is the one that had the water. Look how much bigger it is from the original gummy bear. There's the one with the salt. It didn't change very much at all. Here's the gummy bear that had the baking soda. It got a little bit bigger. And there's the one with the vinegar. It became really jelly-like. It almost started dissolving. Vinegar is an acid and it dissolves things. We learned that when we did E is for extraordinary egg, and we let an egg sit in vinegar and the hard outer shell dissolved. Try other liquids if you'd like to. Maybe you want to try milk or something like Sprite and see what those do to the gummy bears. This process works because of osmosis. That's basically just something transferring to another thing. So the water transferred from outside the gummy bear into the gummy bear. Well, I hope you had fun today. We're going to read a story together. It's Goldilocks and the Three Bears, and this story was written by Jan Brett. Goldilocks and the Three Bears. Once upon a time, there were three bears. They lived together in a house in the woods. One of them was a little small wee bear, and one of them was a middle-sized bear. The other was a great huge bear. They each had a bowl for their porridge, a little bowl for the little small wee bear, a middle-sized bowl for the middle-sized bear, and a great huge bowl for the great huge bear. And they each had a chair to sit in, a little chair for the little small wee bear, a middle-sized chair for the middle-sized bear, and a great huge chair for the great huge bear. And they each had a bed to sleep in, a little bed for the little small wee bear, a middle-sized bed for the middle-sized bear, and a great huge bed for the great huge bear. Well, one day after they made their porridge for breakfast and poured it into their porridge bowls, they walked out into the woods while the porridge was cooling. And while they were walking, a little girl named Goldilocks came to their house. First, she looked in the window, then she peeked in the keyhole, and seeing that no one was home, she lifted the latch. The door opened before her, and in she went. How pleased Goldilocks was when she saw the steaming porridge on the table. The sweet smell of porridge with roasted nuts, honey, and berries filled the room. It was so tempting that Goldilocks set about helping herself. First, she tasted the porridge of the great huge bear, but it was too hot. Ouch! Then she tasted the porridge of the middle-sized bear, but it was too cold. Yuck! And then she tried the porridge of the little small wee bear, and it was neither too hot nor too cold. It was just right. She liked it so much that she ate it all up. Then Goldilocks sat down in the chair of the great huge bear, but it was too hard for her. Then she sat down in the chair of the middle-sized bear, but it was too soft for her. And then she sat down in the chair of the wee little small bear. The chair wasn't too hard or too soft. It was just right until crash, she broke it and fell upon the floor. Then Goldilocks went upstairs to the bedroom in which the three bears slept. First, she lay down upon the bed of the great huge bear, but that was too high at the head for her. Next, she lay down upon the bed of the middle-sized bear, but that was too high at the foot for her. Then she lay down upon the bed of the little small wee bear. That one was neither too high nor too low. It was just right. She covered herself up comfortably and fell fast asleep. By this time, the three bears thought their porridge would be cool enough to eat, so they returned home for breakfast. Now Goldilocks had left the spoon of the great huge bear standing in his porridge. "Somebody's been eating my porridge," said the great big huge bear. "Somebody's been eating my porridge," said the middle-sized mama bear. "Somebody's been eating my porridge," said the wee tiny baby bear, "and it's all gone." Upon this, the three bears, seeing that someone had entered their home and eaten up their small wee bear's breakfast, started looking around. The papa bear said, "Somebody's been sitting in my chair." The mama bear said, "Somebody's been sitting in my chair." And the wee baby bear said, "Somebody's been sitting in my chair," and they broke it. Well, the bears began to go upstairs and see if they could look around some more. The big daddy bear said, "Somebody's been sleeping in my bed." And the mama bear said, "Somebody's been lying in my bed too." Well, the baby bear said, "Somebody's been lying in my bed, and here she is." Well, when Goldilocks heard those voices, she woke up, and wasn't she surprised to see the bears looking straight at her. They were on one side of the bed and she was on the other. She tumbled and ran as fast as she could to the window, and out the window she jumped. She did not look behind her. She kept running and running. What happened to Goldilocks afterwards? The bears don't know, but there's one thing's for sure. They never saw Goldilocks ever again. Well, I hope you had fun today. Maybe you can do the science experiment and make some puppets with spoons, make those three bears and retell the story. I'll see you next time for our daily letter of the day video. Goodbye.